Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I just want to give you my story. So my story started way back in middle school when I started having breakouts. And so I started using Clinique, and then Proactiv came on the market and was having a lot of success. So I started using that. And both of those products worked for a little while for me, but my face would kind of adjust to them and I would start having bad breakouts again. So then in high school I started to see an esthetician, and I also started on birth control just to try and get my skin under control. So the esthetician did a lot of painful procedures on my face, tried all sorts of different products. We would adjust as things came up and different skin issues I'd have. And then I was investing quite a bit of money in makeup just to cover up the blemishes and the acne and the scarring. And so that's what I did through high school. And by the time I left high school, my face was doing okay. I would say I was content with where I was at. And so in high school or in college, I had my esthetician on speed dial. So if I was having issues, I would call her and she would send me a new product in the mail or whatever it was that I needed. And then whenever I'd go home on breaks, I would go see her. She'd give me a facial, we'd do a clean slate, and then we would just that never-ending cycle of, okay, this is now working, this isn't working, let's change to this product. So that was through college, and then when I left college, I moved to Texas. And when I moved to Texas, my skin freaked out again. And I went to see a new esthetician that was more local, and of course that cycle again where I was on her calendar every month, and we would do a, clean up the pores, start fresh, and let's see what product we're going to try next. So I had a whole cabinet full of products that worked for a little while, then didn't work, and then, so it was very frustrating. And again, makeup that I used to cover up what we couldn't get under control. So by the time I left Texas, again, I got to a point where I was content. And then I moved to Germany, and things were fine. I stuck with what we had been doing in Texas that I was content with. But then I got pregnant, and when I got pregnant, I had the worst hormonal acne ever. And I felt like I was back in high school again. My face was broken out, and now it had gone to my chest and my back. So I looked for an esthetician. I was like, all I've ever done in my past is go to the esthetician, let's have them give me a clean slate, and let's see what product they suggest for whatever my skin is doing today. So I went to the esthetician with high hopes, and I got there and they said the products we would need to use on what your skin is going through right now is not allowed on pregnant women. So I left there completely devastated because they basically said there's nothing we can do for you. And I call my mom crying, and she's a Rodan & Fields consultant. At that point, she'd been a consultant for months, had been trying to talk me into using the products, and I kind of kept saying, it's too expensive, I don't need that, like my skin isn't that bad, I'm managing with what I have, I'd rather not spend that kind of money, those kind of things. So I'd kind of avoid her whenever she would bring it up. But at that point I was at my wit's end, and I said, Mom, what do I do? So I went and I did the solution tool and immediately ordered the Unblemished regimen, which was suggested for me, and I started using it, and at the 15-day mark I started seeing results, which blew my mind because nothing in my past had ever worked that fast. So I saw results, and then at the 30-day mark I would say I was content with where my skin was at. It was kind of getting it more under control. At the 60-day mark, I would say I liked my skin, and then by 90 days, I would say I absolutely love my skin. Not only had it controlled the acne, but it had started reversing the effects of all my scars and stuff from my past. And so that's when I decided people need to know about this, and I became a consultant. So I've been using the regimen Unblemished for almost a year now, and it still works. I haven't had to buy new products just because something's not working. It absolutely works. My makeup supply has decreased significantly. Most days I don't even wear makeup. But I also use Unblemished, the hydration serum, the eye cream, and lash boost. So I love the products, and they absolutely 100% work. And I'm so excited to share more of what Rodan & Fields has to offer throughout the day today. So keep logging in, and I look forward to talking to you all. Have a good day.